welcome into Mike Lansing Field here in beautiful Casper, Wyoming for tonight's contest between the Oahe Zap and the Casper Spuds. If you're joining us for the first time, I'm Dylan Beach, your play-by-play guy for the Zap this season. Should be another fun contest. We had a good game last night. The Zap dropping that one in a heartbreaker. Led the majority of the game before dropping that one 5-7. Zap looking to bounce back tonight and get back into the win column as we are just a few minutes away here from first pitch. I'll go ahead and read off the lineups for today. Leading off and playing short for the Zap is Gavin Frazier. Then it goes Nick Golden in right. Vince Palizzi batting third and playing first. Garen Gledhill batting cleanup and playing behind the plate today. Jake Daly, the DH in the 5-hole. Connor Goldberg in center in the 6th spot. Alex Jackson getting the start in the 7-hole in left field. Cole Ottersberg at second. And Naruto Saito batting 9th and playing third base. Josh Porter will take the mound today for the Zap. On the other side, for the Spuds, the defensive lineup reads as follows. Sam Coxon takes the mound to pitch tonight. Then across the outfield, Rucker in left, Reeves in center, Marsick in right. And then across the diamond, McCarville at third, Opian at second, Opian at short, I should say, Barker at second, Billingsley at first, and Stone Vasic behind the plate. And we are just about underway here. Tom Day, the head umpire, calling the balls and strikes, as Gavin Frazier watches that one skip back for ball one. Never mind, that one going in for a... Okay, I thought he... Bit of confusion here on the scoreboard. I believe that one will go in as ball one. Should have been a ball all the way. I would have been very confused if that one was a strike, as he watches that one in for strike one. Last night, Richard Gilmore was behind the plate. I'd say he was taking his time to make the calls. It would be a bit of a delay before he would let us see strike or ball, as Frazier watches that one for ball one. So they did call that first one a strike somehow. It bounced past the catcher, but was a strike. As Frazier sends that one down the right field line, catches the line. Gavin Frazier going to get in for a leadoff double. Great start for the Zap. You'll have to excuse me a little bit. I'm trying to man the camera and the broadcast booth here tonight. I miss my producer, Eli Lewis, very much. I'd love to have him on the road as the camera operator once again, but I promise I'll get better at camera operating as this season goes on these road trips. As Nick Golden comes to the plate now for the Zap. Nick Golden out of American Rivers College. The lefty awaits the offering. Shows bunt, pulls back. They call that one ball one. Nick Golden maybe showing his hand there a little bit, maybe trying to advance Frazier into scoring position, as that one misses way outside for ball one. Nick Golden, a two-way player, has seen time in the outfield. Hasn't pitched yet this season. He's out of Sacramento, California, batting in the 2-hole today. That one catches the zone for strike one. Thought that one missed just a bit outside there, but the umpire, Tom Day, gives the strike call to the pitcher, Coxon. As Golden awaits, swings on and misses that one, or I should say fouls that one back. 2-2's the count, back even here. If you were joining us late, Gavin Frazier got his at-bat started and finished very quickly with a leadoff double that just touched that right base line. It's a good piece of hitting to start his day. as Golden awaits the 2-2. Coxon sets, delivers, swung on by Golden to the shortstop. They go for the play at third. It's not a force out. Everybody's safe. A questionable decision there from Opian. Would have been a very hard play to make that tag at third. But if you are the Oahe Zap, you will certainly take that, as you have runners on the corners with nobody out. Vince Palizzi now to the plate. Playing first base today, I believe his first time being back in the field. He might have played first in one of those games versus Fremont, as that one misses outside for ball one. Vince Palizzi, you'll hear it a lot, was the team's home run leader last season. Had 6 homers for the Zap a year ago. Has a great power threat in this 3-hole as he swings on and misses that one for strike one. Vince Palizzi out of Loris College. As he awaits the 1-1. They try to pick off Golden at first, not in time. A quick start already for the Zap. 2 hits, leadoff double, and then Golden with the single as Palizzi awaits the offering. Lines, deals, Palizzi grounds that one up the middle. Bobbled there, Golden gets in. They call him safe. Everyone's safe once again. Frazier comes in to score, and the Zap are off the mark quickly, leading 1-0 here in Casper. The Zap have come to hit today. That one might go in as an error eventually. We'll see what that one is ruled. Vince Palizzi hit that one hard up the middle. The second baseman, Barker, couldn't field it cleanly and then went for the tag on the base, and Golden slid in time. So that one is fouled off quickly there by Garen Gledhill. His first debut of the year, I believe, or his debut of the season, back in his second year with the Zap. I guess Garen, actually now checking that, played in that doubleheader versus Casper all the way back. He was away from the team for a little bit, got back in for this road trip, getting the start behind the plate today, as he's one of a few returners they had last season. Only 50 plate appearances for Gledhill last year. He was a late joiner, as he belts that one foul, gets the count to 1-2. Was just a little late on that one, as Gledhill has a good chance to move these runners around and add to this early Zap 1-0 lead. Coxon, the 1-2. Gledhill grounds that one towards the first baseman. They're going to get him on the tag there. The runners will advance. Gledhill moves them on along, gets rid of the double play ball, and brings Jake Daly to the plate. Not a bad result there, not a double play ball, and move 2 guys into scoring position. As Jake Daly comes up. 5 RBIs on the season for Daly. 4 doubles already. So definitely a guy the Spuds will have to watch out for here. Leads the team in extra base hits. Him and Ty Farwell tied with 4 doubles apiece right now. As Mason Lang trails right behind him with 3 of his own. 2 doubles and a home run. If you missed it yesterday, Mason Lang getting the Zap home run tally started. Hit a shot over that short left field wall yesterday that just traveled out, and Mason Lang gets his tally started for the year. 3 home runs for him last season as Jake Daly swings on and misses pitch 1. Coxon certainly has his work made out for him here in the top of the first. Frazier led off with a double and scored, and every Zap except for Gledhill has reached since, as that one misses outside for ball 1. Same umpire crew as yesterday. Tom Day behind the plate, Richard Gilmore out in the field. And once again, another beautiful day here in Casper, Wyoming. Daly watches that one high for ball 2. The Zap team has really worked on their plate discipline in their most recent series versus the Moo. Drew a lot of walks in that game and a lot of hits as well, as that one clips the zone for strike 2. Zap last night maybe watched a few too many pitches. Reed had a great control of the zone, and Richard Gilmore was giving them the ones on the border as Coxon deals, and they strike him out. Daly saw a couple of balls there he didn't agree with, and now the Zap have 2 outs as Connor Goldberg comes to the plate. Connor Goldberg out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Another newcomer for the Zap team. Has 2 RBIs on the year. That one gets past the catcher. That's going to score Nick Golden. Polizzi will advance. Here Golden give out a let's go, and the Zap are off to the races, already up 2-0 in this ball game. Zap are always ready to move. Anything in the dirt, anything behind the catcher, they're always ready, as Golden gets an easy run there. Goldberg swings and misses on that one, 1-1. As he awaits the 1-1. That one misses outside for ball 2. Potential for a 3-run inning if Goldberg can put something out in the field and get on, as it would be a great start for the Zap team. Get some confidence in your pitchers before they even step on the mound, as Goldberg watches that one for ball 3. The offering here. That one catches the low end of the zone for strike 2. Goldberg, full count, waiting for the delivery. Coxon winds, fires, misses. Connor Goldberg going to take a free pass there. That's Connor Goldberg's 4th walk of the season. And that brings Alex Jackson to the plate out of Greenville College. And a double in that second game versus the Moo, as that one misses outside, and the steal, never going to make the throw there. We've talked about that a lot on the broadcast. It became a very popular scoring play with runners on first and third. Send the first guy, and if they throw it, you're sending that second guy, and if they don't, you get the free bag, as Jackson misses that one for strike 1. We saw it happen last night. The Zap called a pitcher's visit and talked it over. They said if they sent the guy to second, they were going to throw it and then pick it off and send it back home, and they worked it to perfection. Got the runner at the plate to prevent a run last night, as Jackson ahead in the count now, 2-1. That one catches his own for strike 2. Counts even up here. Coxon, a chance to get out of this inning with just the 2 runs allowed. He sets and fires. That one misses high, and Jackson's got the count full. Game 1 of the NBA Finals tonight. I cannot lie to you, I will have that open on my laptop, at least in another tab, as an Indiana resident, as that one catches the zone on Jackson. Second Zap member to go down looking this inning, and Jackson doesn't like the call. We'll be back here at the bottom of the first to see Josh Porter take the mound. We'll be right back here at Mike Lansing Field. Back here at Mike Lansing Field for the bottom of the first, the Zap jump out to a 2-0 lead. Josh Porter now to the mound. His third outing of the year, sporting a 3.3 ERA, 4 Ks on the year, out of Fullerton College. His teammate, Hunter Billingsley at Fullerton, will be playing first tonight for the Spuds, a pair of the Billingsley brothers here in Casper, as Porter gets ready for the first pitch of his outing. In for a strike, a good start for Porter's day. Porter once described his pitch mix to me as the kitchen sink. He's got a 6-pitch mix, including a couple of different change-ups. College pitchers are always experimenting, adding new things. Said he added the kick change into his game. Not going to act like I'm a pitching expert by any sense of the means. I'd be lucky to pick up some of these out of their hands from the angle I've got up here. As Porter behind in the count, 2-1. Trent Rucker at the plate for the Casper Spuds. As Porter winds and deals. That one belted down the line, fair. Saito unable to get to it. Jackson going to have to throw it in. Leadoff double for the Casper Spuds, a bit of deja vu. The Zap had the same thing happen last inning. Just down the other line. That one stayed just fair. Barely missed the bag. As Saito wasn't going to have a chance on that one. Was a hard hit ball there from Rucker. Elijah Reeves now to the plate. Was a quiet night last night for Reeves. Was a shocker for him. Has been oh so good this season for this Spuds team. Has been one of the premier players in this league for the past couple of seasons. As he awaits the 0-0. That one catches his own for strike one. This Casper lineup's got a lot of speed in it tonight. Opie and Marsick and Reeves, all speedsters in their own rights. As going to be an out you want to get as Porter tonight. As he winds, deals. That one fouled off into himself from Reeves. Quickly behind 0-2 in the count. Elijah Reeves, his third year here in Casper, the hometown kid. Last year in his junior season for Emporia State, batted .256 with 14 RBI. I'm sure he would love to have one here against Porter, as Porter misses outside for ball one. Porter trying to get his 5th K of the year here on Reeves. As he sets and delivers. Winds, fires, catches the zone. Reeves goes down looking, shakes his head at the head umpire, Tom Day. We've already had a couple of close ones that players have gone down looking on. Zap have had a couple go down looking already. Reeves goes down looking there. As Jack Opian comes to the plate. Made his Spuds debut last night. Had a great game playing shortstop. As they wind and deal, that one belted to Saito. He's able to field it eventually, but not there in time. Keeps the runner at second. Kind of jumped up into Saito's chest. Wasn't able to field it quite clean enough to make the play in time. And now runners on first and second with one out. A double play ball would end the inning, and we've certainly seen this Zap team do that plenty so far. As Porter gets the first pitch strike on River Smith. One thing now, the speed of River Smith, or Jack Opian, if there was the double play ball here. As Porter, that one fouled off by Smith, quickly behind 0-2 in the count. Spuds had the lead-off double, and then that single just now from Opian. As Porter looks for the K. That one fouled far out of the park. Porter having to wait one more pitch to try to get this K. Checks on the runner at second. Lines, deals, misses high for ball one. We mentioned it earlier. Josh Porter out of Fullerton College. One of two guys on this Zap team from Fullerton. As he deals there, that one ripped into the line. That one gonna get down past Jackson. That spells trouble for the Zap. One will score, two coming in. The play at third not in time. Spuds clear the bases there. Tie it back up here at 2 apiece. Jackson just a step behind that one. Tried to lay out for it and just couldn't get there in time. As now, Josh Porter was one strike away from getting 2 outs and runners on first and second. Now he's got a runner on third with 1 out. That one's fouled out of the park. Marsick playing right field tonight was the catalyst for the Spuds last night. Had the fielding error that allowed the Zap to score their first 2, but he contributed at least 2 runs on his own last night. As Porter misses for ball one. Porter ready, fires. That one popped high up into the sky. Jackson gonna have to throw a laser here. Play will not be in time. The Zap put up 2 in the first frame, and the Spuds come back and put 3 across of their own. Sack fly RBI there for Marsick. As Cale McCarville comes to the plate now. Porter was oh so close to making out of this inning. Had the 2-strike count before it was ripped into the gap to probably the deepest part of this ballpark for Jackson to have had to have chased that one down as McCarville takes strike 1. Josh Porter, 6'2", 155 out of San Domingue, California. Or San Domingue, I should say. Oh no, I could have got that completely wrong both times. I'll have to ask Josh how to pronounce that one. I think one of those had to have been correct, as that one catches his own for strike 2. Josh Porter is trying to get out of this inning now. Live to see another inning versus McCarville. Lines, deals, swung on and missed. Josh Porter gets the K to head back to the dugout. Zap trail early, 2-3 here in Casper, Wyoming. We'll be right back when the Zap take the field to hit right after this break. Back here at Mike Lansing Field, Zap back up to bat. Will be number 6, Cole Ottersberg to the plate. Second year back with the Zap, as he gets the start at second base today, as he awaits the delivery from Coxon. Swung on and missed there. Behind the count 0-1. Cole Ottersberg out of Peoria, Arizona. That one misses high for ball 1. The year last year with the Zap, had 9 RBIs and 12 stolen bases. One of the team leaders in stolen bags a year ago. His speed will certainly be a factor once again for this Zap team who wants to steal a lot of bases. So he awaits the 2-1. That one swung on and missed. Evens out the count back at 2 apiece. Cole Ottersberg just looking to stay alive now. The 2-2. That one misses high. Gets the count back to 3-2 here. It's anyone's ball game now. The payoff pitch. Catches the zone. Cole Ottersberg thought he had a bag there. Tom Day rings him up behind the plate. And those balls on the edge of the zone have been getting called strikes the last couple of nights. We saw Gilmore call a few on that edge, and Tom Day here already four batters going down looking between these two teams. As that one's grounded off his foot. Saito fouls that one off his foot. Naruto Saito back into the lineup. Played game 2 versus the Moo. Ripped a pitch down the first base line for a double in that one. As that one catches the inside of the zone for strike 2. That one misses for ball 1. Counts 1-2 to Saito. As he's just trying to get one in here as the drop third strike. Saito goes down 4 pitches, brings back up Gavin Frazier in the top of this Zap lineup. Frazier got things started tonight with a leadoff double. As he gets ready for the offering. That one fouled into the netting for strike 1. Frazier just slapped one down fair in that right field line, hooked right onto the foul line. Another couple of inches would have been foul, but was perfectly placed. As here comes the 0-1. Shows bunt. And brings it back in time for ball 1. Aiden Johnson running in to bring that one back. As Gavin Frazier awaits the 1-1. That one hit hard back at the pitcher. A single there for Gavin Frazier was belted back at Coxon. Did a good job getting out of the way of that one. That one was absolutely belted into play. Frazier was just all over that one. As Nick Golden comes up now. Nick Golden reached on a single in the first and came around to score on a wild pitch. He grounded it to the shortstop of that one, and they tried to make the play at third as he pulls back a bunt for ball 1. It was a odd decision from Opie and to try to make the play at third to McCarville rather than get Golden on the force out. As he awaits the 0-1, swings that one in. Not going to beat that foot race out. Zap go down. Scoreless in the top of the second. Josh Porter will come back out here to try to keep things where it's at here. The Zap trail, the Casper Spuds, 2-3 here halfway through the second. Back here at Mike Lansing Field in Casper, Wyoming, Josh Porter takes the mound for the second as he faces his college teammate Hunter Billingsley. I'm sure these guys are very familiar with each other. As Billingsley getting the start at first today. Porter sets and delivers. Strike one. Porter has had a good job getting ahead in these counts so far tonight. It's just been closing out some of these batters as he winds, deals, and misses low there. Porter already 2 strikeouts in this one. He's thrown 16 strikes in his 23 total pitches as that one gets back behind Gledhill for ball 2. Porter trying to keep this outing going for as long as he can, recover from that first inning, as that one is ripped down, foul ball. Would have been a no-doubter in this park, but Billingsley just way out in front of it. Was absolutely driven into right field, but just pulled it foul there. As Porter, that one unable to catch the zone. Counts at 3-2 for Porter. Fullerton on Fullerton crime here. We'll see which college teammate can get the better in this at-bat. Porter winds, deals. That one driven out. That one going back, and it's out of here. Right after he pulled one foul, Billingsley slaps that one out. And the Spuds take a 4-2 lead. Porter gonna have to have the memory of a goldfish and forget about that one as Brody Barker comes to the plate now. Barker was behind the plate last night. He gets the start at second base today instead. as Porter gets the first pitch strike there. Like I said, Porter doing a good job getting the first strike. It's just been retiring batters in these 2-strike counts. As that one's ripped to Saito. A good play from him. Across the diamond to Polizzi. Out is in time. A nice snag there from the third baseman, Naruto Saito. We've seen him really flash the leather a few times this season. Coach Jamie Habiger had nothing but praise for the glove on him. Just trying to get him to take some more aggressive swings at the plate. As now up to the plate, Stone Vasic, tonight's catcher for the Spud. As Porter winds and delivers. That one swung on and missed for strike one. That's Porter's 30th pitch of the night, his 21st strike. And typically when you're throwing that many strikes, you'd expect a kinder scoreline than 4-2, as that one misses for ball one. Was close there, got through Gledhill's legs. As Porter winds, delivers quickly, misses high and out for ball two. Porter quickly getting set on that one. Maybe trying to speed Vasic up here a little bit. Winds, delivers. That one catches the inside of the plate for strike two. Tom Day already here setting his zone. He's been given those outside edges a lot here so far tonight, and we're still pretty early as Porter misses outside for get the count to 3-2. The payoff pitch fouled off into himself there from Vasic. Just barely getting the bat on that one to stay alive. As Porter looks to get his third strikeout of the night. Porter sets, fires, swung on and missed. Josh Porter comes back with the K. Back-to-back outs here. He's just one away from getting back to the dugout. His third strikeout of the night for the Fullerton College product. As the lineup turns around for the Spud, Trent Rucker to the plate. And both these teams at 3 hits apiece, and Spuds leading 4-2 early here in Casper. As that first pitch misses, 1-0 count. As that one is swung on for strike one. Was mentioning it earlier, game one of the NBA Finals tonight. The Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. A quick update from OKC. Thunder lead the Pacers 29-23, make that now 31, as that one is clobbered foul. High and very left there off the bat, was way early on that one. As I gave that score update, the Thunder scored now up 31-23. As the 1-2 comes from Porter. Catches the zone, goes down looking. Porter gives up the home run, but goes 3 straight outs afterwards. 2 Ks for Porter there, up to 4 on the night. As he heads back to the dugout and gets this Zap lineup back up to the plate. We'll be right back here at the top of the third. Back here at Mike Lansing Field in Casper, Wyoming, the Oahe Zap trail the Casper Spuds 4 runs to 2. If you're just joining us, I'm Dylan Beach, a one-man show here tonight. My partner in crime, Justin Cowart, will be back with me when we take on Spearfish in the next home series. A one-man show on the road. As much as I miss Justin, it's all me tonight. As Vince Polizzi, that one comes in and catches him. He takes his base there. The 3-4-5 due up for the Zap. Let's get the number of times Polizzi's been hit already this season. That is getting a high tally. Hasn't played in a whole lot of games, but has already been hit 4 times. And Vince Polizzi, in just his 3rd game in his 2nd season with the Zap, already being hit 4 times. Did a good job getting out of the way of that one, but still clipped him a little bit enough for Day to give the free base. So that brings Garen Gledhill to the plate. He swings at the first pitch and fouls that one back. Garen Gledhill, we mentioned he was with the Zap last year, was a very late addition. Aiden Johnson was kind of telling me about that a little bit pregame. Said he was in a different league and wasn't getting the playing time he was wanting, and Zap catching room was a little bit short-staffed, and Aiden Johnson said, hey, probably be a good fit for you. And then just like that, Garen Gledhill moving to Pierre and now back in his 2nd season with the Oahe Zap. So he's behind in the count 0-2. Coxon sets, fires. That one, broken bat up the middle. Polizzi going to have to race it out at second. And Gledhill unable to reach there as he broke the bat. First official broken bat of the year for the Zap. Had a couple break in batting practice. Trey Runge lost a bat earlier. Was very sad to see that. Quinn Ludvigson let him use his bat for the rest of batting practice and was making him promise he wouldn't break his. And there were a couple in that batting practice session that worried some of the guys that maybe Runge had broke his 2nd bat of the day. Coach Skelton throwing BP in the right cage today was throwing absolute gas to the guys, and one bat paid the price today. As the DH, Jake Daly comes to the plate. Looking to try to knock Polizzi around. As the head umpire Day having a chat with the Spud coaching staff. Talk ends quickly. Gives the thumbs up to Coach Habiger on that 3rd base line. As Jake Daly trying to get another RBI here on this young season. He's tied for 2nd in RBIs for the Zap team with 5. Trailing behind Aiden Johnson and tied with Gavin Frazier. Johnson's got 6 RBIs, Frazier with 5, and Daly with 5. Ty Farwell trailing in just behind him with 4 of his own. As Daly awaits the 0-1. Swings and fouls that one back. Very similar spot there. Quickly behind 0-2 in the count. Jake Daly out of Seattle, Washington. Another resident of the Zap House. As he awaits the 0-2 pitch. Coxon sets and fires. That one sent fair once again from Daly. We'll see if it makes it out of the ballpark. It does. Over there towards a party deck of sorts. Billingsley gave chase but ran out of room. I mentioned it, Jake Daly in the Zap House. My main man, intern Brooks Cartwright, tells me Jake Daly, one of the biggest fans of Spam you'll ever meet. And I was unaware that there were fans of Spam out there, but Jake Daly evidently can put it down in bunches as he belts that one into the gap. That one will score Polizzi. Daly going to run for two. And a great piece of hitting there from Jake Daly. Gets the Zap within a run. They trail 3-4 here at Mike Lansing Field. Some good two-strike hitting. A timely hit there for Jake Daly. Ties him at the top of the Zap leaderboard with 6 RBIs on the year. Another double for him if that gets classified. Might be given as a double, might be given as a single that he ran on because of the throw to home. We'll see what our lovely intern Katie Acosta puts it in the book as, because that's what I'm going to go with. She gives the double to Jake Daly, his 5th extra base hit of the year, as Goldberg chops that one back to the pitcher. Daly in a rundown. In trouble there. Left just a bit too early. A heads-up play there from Cox, and Goldberg will be safe at first, but the lead runner out, and that's the one you would have liked to have kept if you were the Zap. We'll see if they try to send Goldberg in motion here to get a runner back in scoring position. Connor Goldberg reaches on the fielder's choice as Jackson launches strike one. Goldberg's only snagged 1 base on the year. That one happened on May 31st versus the Moo. That was the home opener as he gets back in time. They don't give it to him. Pickoff move from Coxon is successful. Thought Goldberg got back in time. They give it to Coxon. The Zap strike one across the board. They still trail the Casper Spuds 3-4. Josh Porter will take the mound for the third. We'll be right back here at the bottom of the lineup. Back here in Casper, Wyoming at Mike Lansing Field for the bottom of the third. The Zap get one across on the double from Jake Daly. Vince Polizzi was hit by a pitch and then scored. Back here in beautiful Casper, Wyoming. Has a lovely backdrop in this stadium. As Porter, that one belted by Reeves to the shortstop Frazier across the diamond in time. Reeves, a very speedy guy, a bullet there from Frazier to get him at first. I've had a chance to talk to some of these interns at the Spud, and I'll give them one thing. They have got a great ballpark playlist full of all sorts of country gems. Had Lee Greenwood, God Bless the USA, yesterday, and Porter misses outside for ball one. As Porter, that one fouled off by Opian for strike one. Porter gave up the homer last inning, but rallied back strong. We'll see if he can carry that momentum into the bottom of the third. So he's got the 1-1 here. Misses for ball two. As he sets for the 2-1. That one misses outside for ball three. And Porter quickly behind in the count. Has his work cut out for him here against Opian. Don't want Opian's speed on. As that one catches his own, counts full. Seen a lot of full counts already here tonight, and we're only through 2 innings, or 2.5 innings. As Porter trying to get his 5th K of the night. Misses low. Opian will take his base, and another speedster on for the Spud. River Smith now to the plate for the Spuds. Had a good game last night. Already off to a hot start here tonight. 2 RBI double for him in the first. As Porter deals. Catches the inside, or that outside edge of the plate for strike one. Porter would love a ground ball here to Frazier. Chance to turn 2. The 0-1 now from Porter. Misses low for ball one. As River Smith trying to keep his good day going. Out of Montana State University of Billingsley. As that off-speed pitch catches for strike two. Took a lot off that one and fooled him with the off-speed pitch. Was definitely a pitch to hit there for Smith. As Porter delivers the payoff. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. They say he fouls that one off. Jumped off a little bit ahead of myself on that one. Sorry there, folks. Gledhill almost kept it in the glove for the strikeout. But River Smith was really trying to swing at that one. Trying to move Opian on along. Porter will see if he can get the K here on take 2. On a pitch that looked very good. To say missed 2-2. Thought Porter would have had the call, the ring up there, but Day going with the batter. The 2-2 now from Porter. That one misses low. Porter now a full count. Gonna have to work for this strikeout. So close, but Gledhill just couldn't quite keep it in the glove. It's always gonna be a hard play to make. 3-2 now. Belted back the other way. Good piece of 2-strike hitting there. Has a bit of issue getting it back into the infield. Runners will stay at first and second. And Porter at times just struggled to get out of these counts. Has had a lot of full counts already tonight. And what is maybe at times been a bit unlucky of an outing. But now 1 out, runners on first and second. A double play ball would end the inning. As he checks on the runner at second and deals. Misses low. Good job there from Gledhill to keep that one. Josh Porter just trying to keep it alive here. Get out of this third inning. Would likely not come back out for the fourth, as that pitchers don't typically go past 3, as Marsick wanted the hit by pitch there. Didn't get it. Behind the count, the 2-0 here from Porter to Marsick. Marsick was incredible last night for the Spud as he looks to keep things going. That one fouled off for strike one. As the Zap trying to get out of this inning unscathed, keep this one within one. The way the bats have been swinging as of late would be a very comfortable lead to try to erase. As the 2-1 from Porter. Sets and fires. That one swung on to right field. Under it is Golden. Throws into third. Not in time. Good throw there from Golden to make the play close. Was always going to be a hard one there. Runners on the corner with 2 outs. Josh Porter just trying to stay alive here. Live for another inning. As Cale McCarville now to the plate for the Spuds. Porter sets and deals, misses high for ball one. The 1-0 now to McCarville. Swung on and missed for strike one. The 1-1 offering now. Popped up. Golden and Frazier giving chase. Frazier calls him off, makes the snag. Spud goes scoreless in the bottom of the third. They still hold the lead over the Oahe Zap 4-3. We'll be right back here at Mike Lansing Field for the top of the fourth. Back here for the top of the fourth, here at Mike Lansing Field, the Casper Spuds lead the Oahe Zap 4-3. Alex Jackson at the plate. That one fouled back for strike one. Alex Jackson behind on the count. Here's the delivery. Watches that one off the plate for ball one. Jackson struck out looking in his first appearance as that one catches the far side of the plate for strike two. The 1-2 now. Jackson swung on and missed. Goes down swinging. And that'll bring up Cole Ottersberg with one out. Ottersberg struck out in his last appearance as well. As the Zap trying to scrape together a few hits to take back this lead. As Ottersberg punches one back the other way, that one gets down. Cole Ottersberg with a one-out single. Nice piece of hitting, gets that at-bat done quickly. Just punches it back the other way. And Zap have some speed on the base paths. Cole Ottersberg, 12 stolen bags last year, was first on the team in that stat. Would not be surprised if they send him here. As that one goes in for a strike on Saito. Cole Ottersberg yet to get a steal so far this season. As Saito check swing. Didn't go, ball one. Ottersberg staying put on the first two pitches. We'll see if we get the shuffle from him now. As Saito awaits the 1-1. Swung on, fouled back into the, just above the netting. Thought that one was coming right for me. As Saito waits for the 1-2 out of Riverland Community College. His coaching staff has had nothing but good things to say about his glove. Just trying to get him as a bit more of a complete hitter. As he puts that one into play. Going to be a double play there. Cole Ottersberg caught off the bag. Saito can't get that one to bloop out, and Ottersberg going to be caught stranded. As Josh Porter will come back out here for the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back here from Casper when the Spuds come up to hit. Back here for the bottom of the fourth. Josh Porter back out on the mound for the fourth. As his teammate Billingsley comes back up to the plate. Hunter Billingsley got the better of him in that two-strike count last time up. Hunter Billingsley sending a towering shot out over that right field wall as Porter misses there for ball one. Zap trying to even things up in this series so they can take a win tomorrow and clinch it. I believe it'll be Easton Pratt on the mound tomorrow night for the Zap. As Josh Porter, the 1-1 here, trying to retire his Fullerton College teammate. The offering. Catches the zone for strike two. Good frame job there from Garen Gledhill behind the plate. And now Porter sets, misses outside, 2-2. The count is even to Hunter Billingsley. The Billingsley brothers here for the Casper Spuds. As that one misses in the dirt. 3-2 count. The payoff pitch now here from Porter. Swung on and fouled back into the netting. Billingsley doing a good job there, just staying alive. Porter trying to get his 5th K of the night, as he's up to 67 pitches thrown, 41 of those being strikes so far, as Gledhill calls time. I think an issue with the glove there for Gledhill. We'll head to the dugout, get a new one. As we'll take just a quick break here. Update on the NBA Finals. Pacers' last possession here. Halliburton turns it over. OKC with a chance for the last shot. As Caruso can't get the buzzer-beating layup to fall. OKC will head into halftime in that one with a 57-45 lead. Not an ideal start for the Indiana Pacers. Their cardiac run going all playoffs long. Maybe lucky just to be down 12 right now. Has not been a pretty first half for the Pacers, as the turnover bug has bit them hard. As we are back underway here in Casper. Porter, the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back again. Seventh pitch of the at-bat there, fouled off now for the 8th. Porter's pitch count getting pretty high here already, as the 3rd payoff pitch comes in. Belted back, gets down in front of Goldberg. 2 strike hitting there for the Spuds, continue to be strong, and they get a nice punch back up the middle there. That was Nick Golden out in center field. I believe we had maybe a change in the lineup. I thought he was playing right tonight. But that was nonetheless him out in center. Goldberg going back to his natural right field. As Porter, the runner on first, gets strike 1 in there to Barker. Brody Barker getting a chance to have a bit of a break from catching. Moves from behind the plate to second base. Not typically 2 positions you associate together, catcher and second base, but he can play them both, as that one misses outside for ball 1. The Oahe Zap trailing here still through 3.5, 4-3 in this rubber match, as that one catches his own for strike 2. Porter still looking for his 5th strikeout of the night. We'll see if he can get it here on Brody Barker. Billingsley on first. Not a big lead over there. As the pitch is in and sent towards that right center gap, Golden and chase. An amazing catch there from Golden. Was speechless as he laid out for that one. And Golden flashing the glove out there in center field. Phillips left the lineup today. Someone else had to slide into center field, and Nick Golden showing off the wheels in the glove there. And just like that, one down here for the Spuds. Billingsley still at first. Stone Vasic at the plate now. As Porter just trying to get maybe a ball on the ground for the double play, as Vasic watches that one in for ball 1. Count even at 1. The Oahe Zap just trailing by a run, and with how both of these teams have been hitting at times tonight, no lead will be safe. As Porter the 1-1. That one sent to left field. Jackson under it, makes the catch. And quickly 2 down for the Spuds. Sometimes you just got to trust your defense out there a bit. Porter getting a couple of outs via fly out, as Golden made the really good play to get the first out. Jackson making the routine snag out there in left field. And now 2 away for their lineup turning around for Rucker. Runner goes. The throw from Gledhill high. And in the outfield, Golden has trouble with it. The runner Billingsley stays at second. Could have very easily had 3 there, I feel like. He celebrated as he slid into the bag, and then when the ball got past Golden, he was still getting up a bit. I thought he would have been able to get to 3 on that one, but a good recovery there from the Zap to keep him at 2. Porter now the 0-1 to Rucker. Checks on the runner and goes. Grounded to Frazier. Back over to Polizzi. In time. Zap, another scoreless inning from Porter, has really battled back well. Zap just 1 run away, down 4-3. Will be back for the top of the 5th here at Mike Lansing Field. Back here at Mike Lansing Field, the 1-2-3 due up for the Zap. The lineup turns around, and we'll see if Gavin Frazier can continue his hot day. 2 for 2, a double and a single so far for him. And while we wait for him to get to a plate, a bit of a history lesson here for any Zap fans. Mike Lansing Field, named after Mike Lansing, the longtime second baseman, shortstop, and third baseman, a utility player in the majors from Rawlins, Wyoming, just about 2 hours away from Casper. And it's a beautiful ballpark to be named after you. Mike Lansing, 84 career home runs, 10 WAR, so he's still Hall of Pretty Good eligible, as Gavin Frazier watches that one in for ball 1. Frazier has had an incredible start to his Zap career this season out of Spruce Grove, Alberta, as that one misses way outside for ball 2. As that one misses again for ball 3, and quickly Gavin Frazier ahead in the count. Would be shocked if the bat leaves his shoulder here. The 3-0 from Coxon misses outside. Frazier draws his 9th walk of the year. He has been oh so good at the plate, drawn a lot of walks. He's stolen 2 bags already this season, So would not be surprised if they maybe try to send him here. As Nick Golden now to the plate for the Oahe Zap. Golden reached earlier on a questionable decision from Opian to try to get Frazier out at third rather than the force out at first, as he takes strike one. As that one comes inside and catches Golden, Golden leads the team in hits by pitch. That's already the 6th time he's been hit this season. He's only had 12 or so plate appearances, and he has been catching a lot of them, getting on via the painful way as he shook out his leg a little bit, still seeing if he's good to go. That'll be something to monitor, see if a defensive sub comes in for him at some point, as Polizzi watches that one high for ball one. Vince Polizzi off to a good start back with the Zap. Had a day off yesterday, batting a bit above 500 already in his return to Pier, as that one misses high again. Quick meeting between Coxon and Vasic. Coxon gave up 2 in the first inning before giving up that 1 in the third. Has been streaky, but has turned this into a good outing at times. See if he can get it back under control, but runners on first and second with nobody out. Zap with a chance to maybe strike back and take this lead back here in Casper. Polizzi, the 2-0, fouled off. And Vince Polizzi still ahead in the count. Got to talk to him after that first game versus Fremont. Wasn't happy that he got hit by all those pitches. Wants to have a chance to swing the bat as he watches that one for a strike. Almost swung at it, decided to check up, and they give the strike call to Coxon. The 2-2. Polizzi swings on and misses that one. Goes down for the first out of the inning. And now up to the plate is Garen Gledhill. Broke his bat last time at the plate when he advanced Polizzi to second, as he's got a good chance here to knock these runners around. You got a couple of speedy guys on, Frazier and Golden. As that one ripped back at the catcher, Golden didn't go right away. They'll get the runner at first. Coxon just about made the snag. Would have been a likely double play. 2 outs down for the Zap. Garen Gledhill maybe a bit unlucky. That one didn't get through. Great play there from the pitcher to keep it in the infield, as that one almost certainly saved at least one run. Now Jake Daly to the plate. That one misses for ball one. Daly already in this one, a double and an RBI. Has had a good start to his Zap career as he watches ball two. He's out of Seattle, Washington, went completely across the country to St. Peter's. As that one runs inside, about hits him, ducks out of the way. 3-0 now. Likely going to see a pitch to hit here from Coxon. And Jake Daly, a batter you don't want to leave something over the plate for. The 3-0 now. That one goes in for strike one. Good take there from Daly. See if he get a free pass. As he swings on and misses that one for strike two. Stealing home is Frazier. On the pitch back, Frazier ties things up. A great bit of base running there from Frazier. They threw it back, a little lob back to the pitcher, and Frazier makes him pay. Even caught me off guard there. As Daly, that one misses outside. He takes his free base. Runners on first and second after Frazier steals home. And the Zap got things tied back up here at 4 apiece. Both teams 5 hits apiece. And 4 runs apiece. As that was just a great base running move there from Frazier. As we'll see a mound visit. We'll see if a new pitcher enters the game for the Spud. Wouldn't be shocked if they do. They got a couple of guys warming up in that bullpen. As they're going to keep them in for another couple of batters here. As coach keeping his faith in his starter on the mound. Coach Will Iacone. Last year, the Spuds had Coach James Batten was the 2024 ILB Coach of the Year. Will Iacone in his first year for the Spuds. And apologies to him if I got that last name wrong. Heard it faintly from the PA guy earlier. As that one gets back behind, the Zap will advance. Golden into third. And Daly into second. As the Zap got both runners in second, or in scoring position. We're going to see a pinch runner come in now. It'll be Quinn Ludvigsen entering the game. For the DH, Jake Daly. Quinn Ludvigsen at 190 centimeters tall. We were talking in the batting cages earlier. Of course, our 3 Canadians on the team use a different measuring system, and Quinn really liked the sound of 190 centimeters compared to 6'3". And at his height, I don't think it really matters how you slice it. He's a tall guy, but he really liked 190 centimeters, and I said I'd get it in the broadcast. As Goldberg quickly ahead in the 2-0 count. Belts that one back. A great catch from Kosick. Stealing a couple of runs there. Goldberg, a bit of unluckiness on the hit. Would have almost certainly scored a couple of Zap in there, but a great play from Kosick to get out of the inning. The Zap tie things back up on the stolen home base by Frazier. We'll be right back here for the bottom of the 5th. back here at Mike Lansing Field, new pitcher in for the Zap. From one Fullerton College pitcher to another, goes from Porter to Wyatt Gladue now at the mound. As that one, belted by Reeves, popped up towards that left foul line. Jackson chasing and snags. Was just a bit out of camera shot. I apologize to the folks at home. This camera can get just about all of the ballpark. As Jackson retires him there, you'll have to take my word for it. But Gladue making quick work, getting out number one on his first pitch. Gladue on the year, 4 2/3 innings pitched, a 0 ERA so far for the Southpaw. 1 strikeout, only 2 walks so far this season. Just barely above 1 walk and hit per inning. As the 1-0 is ripped foul down that left base line. As Opian, back up at the plate, has been very good since making his debut last night. As the 1-1 from Gladue. Fouled back once again. Drills the bleachers awfully loud there. As Gladue now quickly ahead in the count, looking to get his second strikeout of the year. Sets, winds, and deals. That one fouled off the right side once again. Opian just staying alive here now. Gladue seeing blood in the water here in this 1-2 count, trying to get the K. As the Southpaw delivers. That one fouled off. 3 straight foul balls all down that right base line. As Gladue is trying to get through this batter. Gladue, as I mentioned, one of 4 Fullerton College players playing in this game. Out of Yorba Linda, California, as that one's going to get down in the gap. 2-strike hitting continuing to be a strong suit for the Spuds, and Opian's got a 1-out double. Just slapped it right into that gap. A beautiful swing there. And tonight, already the Zap just struggling at times to get out of these 2-strike counts. They've had advantage counts an awful lot. And credit to the Spuds, they've been doing a good job hitting in those 2-strike counts and getting those counts full. As they got a runner on second with 1 man down. Misses outside to Gladue. Mason Lang into the game at catcher. That one gets away from him. Runner advances a third. Garen Gledhill exits the game for Mason Lang. That happened in between innings there. As Lang homered yesterday. As Gladue, that one fouled off for strike 1. The final line for Porter today, Josh Porter out of Fullerton, 4 earned runs, 4 Ks, 1 walk, and 4 innings pitched for Porter. As that one is popped up to Jackson, gonna have to throw a laser here. The pickoff, not in time. The Spuds manufacture a run across to match the one in the frame from the Zap. Zap, I think we're trying to say that he left early there. Umps not entertaining it at all. The Zap threw the ball back to third, and the umps didn't even consider it. As Gladue now 2 men out, 1 run across for the Spuds. As that one catches inside for strike 1 on Marsick. River Smith gets the sac fly RBI as Marsick swings and misses on that one. Ladue working fast here. They only blemished that double to Opian, as that one is sliced down the right field line for a foul ball. Marsick relatively quiet here tonight, has an RBI. Got that in a sac fly earlier as he swings on and misses that one. Ladue lets out a shout. Strikes out Marsick. Lets one across, but Zap lineup coming back up here in the top of the sixth. A chance to retake this lead. We'll be right back for the Zap lineup. Back here in the top of the sixth, Coxon's day is done for the Spuds as the new pitcher on the mound, Cade Queen, out of Powell, Wyoming. 6'2" freshman, redshirted last year at Montana State Billingsley. Coxon ends the day giving up 4, but he made a miraculous snag to have kept it there in the first place, as he had 6 Ks, 3 walks, and 5 innings pitched. Jackson to the plate. The 7-8-9 due for the Zappas. That one on the inside edge of the plate for strike 1. Zap had runners on second and third at the end of that last time up, and Coxon made a just miraculous snag on a comebacker to keep this score where it is, and then the one-out double from Opian moves on a passed ball and then scores on the sac fly as Jackson, the 0-2, fouls that one off again. As Alex Jackson just trying to stay alive here, behind in the count. Got the start in left field as that one misses inside for ball 1. He's got his work cut out for him here. Has struck out in his last 2 appearances. The 1-2 fouled off there. That one gets out of the park. Good snag from the young man out there in the grass was a beaut. That was if we were Savannah Banana game, that would have been an out. But thankfully, we're here in the ILB. 1-2 here to Jackson now. Misses way inside. Jackson jumps out of the way of it. Almost had a free bag there. Didn't want to wear it on the inside of his right leg. A career move. Probably would have been pretty hard to run the bases if that one caught him. has the 2-2 now to Jackson. Queen sets and fires. Thought that one caught the outside of the plate. Alex Jackson walks off. Did not like that call. That one was a bit outside, I thought, from up here. But catches. Jackson goes down looking. And I will give Tom Day that. He has been consistent on that outside corner. Already a handful of batters here. Spud and Zap going down on that outside edge. As that brings Cole Ottersberg up to the plate. He singled his last time up before being doubled up on the lineout from Saito. Got a bit aggressive running the bases. Saito's ball just couldn't find the outfield. Was hit right at the shortstop. A bit of a bloop slap hit. And Ottersberg was the victim of it, as he's quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Ottersberg, his second season with the Zap, trying to keep the good times going. Up 3-0 in the count now. Good chance to get some speed on the base for the Zap. See if Coach Habiger gives him the green light to swing here. As the 3-0 from Queen gets in for a strike. Counts at 3-1 now. Ottersberg was always going to take there. Try to get a free bag. As he pops that one up towards the first baseman. Going to be a tough play. First baseman called off there. Marsick makes the snag. And a 3-0 count turns sour there for Ottersberg as Saito comes to the plate with 2 down. Ottersberg having a talk with Coach Jamie Habiger, was just a bit underneath that one. As Saito to the plate. Watches ball one way outside. The wild pitch back to the pitcher. As we get a flyby here in Mike Lansing Field. Small plane going by. Saito, the 1-0. Misses for ball 2. Cade Queen doesn't like the call there. Gives the ump a bit of a head shake. As he's quickly behind 2-0. That one goes in for a strike. The 2-1 here to Naruto Saito out of Chiba, Japan. Back in the lineup. Once again, played game 2 versus the Moo. Got the day off yesterday. As that one misses outside for ball 3. Saito a chance to turn this lineup over. Get Gavin Frazier back up to the plate with 2 outs. As he has been incredible so far, as that one misses way outside. Saito gets a free bag and brings Frazier up to the plate. A good bit of plate discipline out of Saito there, as he draws his 4th walk of this young season. Frazier up to the plate now, a perfect 2 for 2 with a walk so far tonight, as that one catches for strike 1. Gavin Frazier started this game off with a leadoff double. Then he singled and walked. Saito checked on at first base back in time. As the Zap trying to tie things back up in a bit of a 2-out rally. Saito a decent lead over there at first. As the 0-1 to Frazier. Misses inside, catches Frazier on the leg. Saito was going. But Frazier going to get a free pass. Going to take that stolen bag away from Saito. Was looking rapid out there on the base paths. Would have almost certainly been in there, but regardless now, 2 on for the Zap with 2 away. Nick Golden now to the plate. See if he can keep this rally alive. He's got 1 hit already in this game. Has 2 away for Queen. ripped into the outfield. Reeves chasing, gets it in the gap. Any other team's center fielder there, that might have been down for Golden, but the speedster Reeves gets there in time. Zap go down, can't complete the two-out rally. Still trailing here 5-4 here at Mike Lansing Field. We'll be back for the bottom of the sixth. Back here at the bottom of the sixth, the Zap goes scoreless at the top of the frame. Defensive substitution now in. Saito heads out. His day will end after that walk. Ty Farwell enters the game at third base. As Gladue comes out for his second inning. Misses there for ball one. Cale McCarville at the plate for the Spuds. Out of Fort Scott Community College. Had 3 homers this last season for them, 19 RBI. And the southpaw Gladue misses there for ball two. The lefty-righty matchup here. As Gladue gonna have to fight to get back into this one. Wines deals that one fouled off. Was coming in towards the body of McCarville. He didn't get a bat on that. Might have got in enough to hit him there. But regardless, as that one is ripped into left field, Jackson chasing at the track makes a great snag. And McCarville just barely shy of getting that one out in this 352 line out there. As Billingsley comes up, he's homered in this ball game. And was a nice snag out in left field. I don't think that's even Jackson out there. I think we had another defensive substitution. I'll wait for that one in on Game Changer. As that one's popped towards the gap in left center. Another great snag. The circus catch. Called on back-to-back times out there in left field. A miraculous catch there from Nick Golden. They moved Golden from center to left. And he makes an absolute amazing catch falling down there to rob extra bases. And 2 outs, and both have gone to the left fielder, Nick Golden. As that one in for a ball from Gladue. Gladue definitely going to have to tip his cap to Golden when he gets back to the dugout. Has made a couple of very good catches so far. As the substitutions there for the Zap was Emiliano Curiel subs in for Alex Jackson and moves to center field. And then Golden moves to left. And Golden already a couple of really nice catches in this ball game. had the one diving to his left side in center field as that one's grounded to the second baseman, Ottersberg. The throw over to Polizzi, gets there in time. The Zap go 1-2-3. Gladue trusting the defense there, holding the Spuds scoreless. Zap still trail here going into the seventh, 5-4. But the 2-3-4 coming up now. Back here for the top of the seventh here in Casper, Wyoming. Apologies before the break. I said the 2-3-4 was due up. It's the 3-4-5. Forgot about Frazier getting on and Golden coming up to the plate in that last inning, as he was robbed of extra bases from Elijah Reeves. As many good plays as the Zap have made on defense, the Spud have certainly saved a few runs of their own on the defensive side. Reeves snagged that one. That one likely would have been deep enough to score Saito and Frazier. And also the catch from the pitcher, Coxon, almost certainly saving runs on that liner back to him at the mound. As Vince Polizzi up to the plate, 0 for 2 tonight with an RBI. Had that sac fly score one in the top of the first, as he looks to get a rally going for the Zap. Queen sets and deals, misses outside to Polizzi. Called that one a strike, thought that one was well off the plate. Vince Polizzi giving a look back to the ump there as he awaits the 0-1, and that one misses way outside. No doubt about that one. As Gladue went 1-2-3 in the last frame. We'll see if he comes back out again as Polizzi rips that one to the third baseman. Not going to be able to win the foot race. It was a pitch well inside. He tried to turn on it. Just couldn't get enough on it to get under it and propel that one out for a line drive, as Mason Lang will come up to the plate now. Lang ripped one out yesterday for the first home run of his season and the Zap season. Getting that first home run on the board. See, he just clobbered one over that right field wall. It's a very hitter-friendly ballpark if you can pull them, as we've already seen that a couple of times. Two lefties in this series have hit a homer over that short right field wall. Only 342 to foul pole and right, as that one misses for ball 2 to Lang. And Lang was expected to have the day off as Gledhill started behind the plate. As that one fouled out down that left field line for strike 1 to Lang. But Lang was expecting the day off, came in at the same time as Gladue. Might just be a bit of that chemistry between the battery. Gledhill was out of town for a little bit as Lang dribbles that one to the second baseman, bobbling it around. Lang makes it close, can't get there in time. Thought he was going to be called safe at first. Was a bang play, and Lang just out by a hair there. Barker fumbled around with it. Lang made it a very close play, but he goes down for the second out of the inning for the Zap, as it brings Quinn Ludvigson to the plate. So that one in for strike one. Tom Daly, the head umpire tonight. Richard Gilmore out in the field. This umpire crew, not without their flaws last night, getting some jeers and some boos from this Casper crowd last night, as the sun getting ready to finally start setting here in Casper tonight, as Ludvigson goes behind in the count 0-2. That one misses high and outside for ball one. Ludvigson trying to get another two-out rally started here for the Zap. Couldn't get one fully off the ground last inning, as that one misses outside. And I'll give some credit to the catcher, Vasic. There's not a pitch he won't try to frame. That one was in the right-handed batter's box. Probably missed off the plate by a good foot, but he tried to get it framed back inside as Ludvigson swings and misses on that one. Zap go 1-2-3. Back-to-back scoreless frames. They still just trail by a run. Heading to the bottom of the seventh. We'll see who the pitcher is for the Zap. And we'll be right back here after the seventh inning stretch. Back here after the seventh inning stretch here in Casper, Wyoming. If you're just joining us, I'm Dylan Beach. Into the game for Wyatt Gladue is Estevan Baca. Final stat line for Gladue: 1 strikeout, 1 hit, and 1 run, and 2 innings of work. He'll lose his perfect ERA on the season, but another good outing for Gladue. As Estevan Baca in now, misses for ball one. Coach Habiger showing the faith he has in this young man, going back to him after last night. Wasn't the debut he would have loved to have had, as that one misses for ball 2. Baca got to get back into the count here now. The 2-0 pitch. That one misses high. Was a close one there. As Stone Vasic already in the 3-0 count here. Baca the 3-0. Gets it down the middle for strike 1. Vasic was getting close to tossing the map for the walk there, but was a good pitch there from Baca to get back into this count. The 3-1 now. Down the gut for strike 2. And just like that, the count's full. Baca a chance to retire the first batter he sees here tonight. 3-2 now from Baca. Down the middle, gets him looking. Estevan Baca gets his first K of the year. I'm sure he loved to see that one there. Kind of erase some of the memories from last night. I mentioned it earlier with Porter. You gotta have short-term memory at times when you're a pitcher, and Porter did just that. Put a couple of scoreless frames across as Estevan Baca gets his first K of the year. That one catches the plate for strike 1. And maybe that 1K was what Baca needed to get kick-started here as he's pitching for the second time in 2 days. The 0-1 now. Swung on and missed. Estevan Baca quickly hopping out to the 0-2 count on Rucker. The lineup turns for the Spuds as he was down 3-0 last time, now up 0-2 as that one belted foul down the third base line. Coach for the Casper Spuds not even flinching over there. Bit of that chess game. Him and Coach Jamie Habiger having some friendly words after the play. The 0-2 from Baca, trying to get his second K. That one skips over Lang for ball 1. It'll be interesting to see who the Zap go to the rest of the way after Baca. I'd imagine this would be a maybe one and a couple outs type of outing for him. As that one catches the inside of the plate for his second consecutive strikeout. Rucker goes down looking. He wasn't a huge fan of the call. Looked back at Tom Day, but Day said it caught that inside part of the zone, and it brings up Elijah Reeves to the plate. Reeves 0 for 3 tonight, 1 strikeout. He's played some good defense as Baca, the double leg kick. In there for ball 1, Reeves gets the bunt pulled back in time. Ty Farwell going to have to be alert on that third base line. If Reeves does opt to bunt here as the 1-0 from Baca. That one belted to Farwell, unable to get it in his glove. Reeves will stop at first. Farwell close to making the play there, but Reeves just getting it a bit out of his wingspan, and that's really saying a lot for Farwell. 6'5" over there on the hot corner. Typically is behind the plate. As now the speed threat of Reeves is on, and another thing in the back of Estevan Baca's head, but with 2 outs, you just got to go attack the hitter. As he goes off speed for strike 1. Good mix up there for Baca. Opian wasn't expecting the off-speed on pitch 1 there. As Baca tries Reeves at first. Reeves was tripped up a little bit on his way back. I definitely think Reeves was thinking steal on that pitch was a good pickoff to maybe try to keep him honest there from Baca. as he checks on him again. Reeves had a jab step over on first base, and Baca not willing to chance it. As the 0-1 fouled off there from Opian. They call the balk on that one from Baca. Reeves will advance. Baca trying to get an explanation there from the umpire, Richard Gilmore, out in the field now. So the balk moves Reeves along as that one misses in for ball one. As the 1-2 from Baca, trying to get 3 Ks and 3 outs in this inning, has been a good rebound outing for him. As that one gets to the backstop, Reeves will take third. Now Reeves, a wild pitch would likely be able to score him. Has Estevan Baca, the 2-2 here now, try to get his 3rd K of the season and inning. Opian at the plate trying to stay alive and knock Reeves in. Baca, the 2-2, punched back at Baca. Great play from the pitcher. Gets the out. Estevan Baca recovers nicely in his 2nd outing for the Zap. 2 Ks and a great defensive play from him. And it'll get the Zap bats back up. We'll be right back at the top of the 8th here at Mike Lansing Field. Back here at the top of the 8th here at Mike Lansing Field. The Zap trail the Spuds 5-4. The 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Zap this inning. It'll be Goldberg, Curiel, and Ottersburg. And the Zap just 6 outs remaining in this one. Gonna have to get the bats woken up. It's been back-to-back scoreless frames for them. As Goldberg has been good at times, hasn't exactly been his night. I believe he was the victim of that great snag by Coxon earlier. But Goldberg still a solid start to his year. Would love a leadoff hit for him. Get something started for the Zap team. As that one catches for strike one. Zap have done a good job of taking more pitches, but with this umpire crew, they've been calling the corners a lot more as Goldberg fouls that one off. It's been kind of a blessing and a curse at times so far for the Zap, as they've seen a lot more pitches and they've had a lot more walks, but at the series, taking some balls that would go down as strikes as Goldberg rips that one to the shortstop, running it out. Gets there in time. The throw goes wild. Goldberg heading for second. Slides in and safe. No play from the catcher. And just what the doctor ordered. Some good old hustle baseball there from Goldberg and gets in on the error. Now runner in scoring position with nobody out. And Emiliano Curiel to the plate, so more speed here for the Zap. Wouldn't be surprised if he lays down a bunt here. As Curiel made the entrance into this game for Alex Jackson. Slid Nick Golden over to the left field. We saw Golden make a couple of really beautiful snags so far here tonight. As the 0-0 misses inside for ball one to Curiel. The Zap last night were leading all 7 innings until that 8th inning. Sure they would love to have a monumental 8th here to take this one back into their hands, as that one catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. I think Curiel thought that one was a ball, as he gets the sign from Coach Jamie Habiger down the third base line. Queen, the 1-1, pulls back the bunt for ball two. Coach Habiger was talking to me after that first set of road trips, was telling me those first 6 games were kind of their test period. See what all they had. Get their signs figured out, as Curiel pulls back a bunt. Thought that one was a ball and catches the inside of the plate. And to his credit, Tom Day has been calling it like that all night, but certainly some very close ones on that edge all night long. The 2-2 now from Queen. Misses high and outside to Curiel. Curiel draws the count 3-2. See what he can do here. Ball in play would knock Goldberg to third. As that one misses in the dirt, Curiel draws the walk. And just like that, the Zap got runners on at first and second with nobody out. Cole Ottersberg now to the plate. Emiliano Curiel, a good plate appearance there. Already his 7th walk of the year. As Ottersberg shows bunt, pulls it back on the very high pitch there. As the Zap, a rally a brewing here. 2 on, nobody out. Speedster Ottersberg at the plate. Shows bunt again, pulls it back. That one in for strike one. If he lays one down, a couple of fast guys out on the base paths, along with the speedy Ottersberg at the plate. We saw the Spud bat their way on in the 8th, as he shows another bunt, and that one pitched back behind Ottersberg. If he wouldn't have shown bunt there, might have gotten hit. Ottersberg ducking out of the way of that one for the 2-1. Habiger getting the sign out to his runners now. Ottersberg showing bunt again. The first baseman running all the way in. Pulls back. That one gets away from the catcher. The Zap don't run on it. 3-1 count. Ottersberg going to see if he can find a pitch to bunt here or just take his free base, load up these bases, bringing the power hitter Ty Farwell to the plate if he can get on. Saw Farwell clear the bases with a double against the Moo, as Ottersberg just slaps that one away foul. Was just a bit late on that one. 3-2 now to Ottersberg. The full count. Would be huge if he could get on here for the Zap. So he still shows bunt. Pulls back. Takes his base. Ball 4. Misses outside, and just like that, the bases are loaded for the tall Canadian Ty Farwell coming to the plate now. Spud's going to have a meeting with the pitcher, Cade Queen. as a dangerous hitter comes to the plate in the 9-hole. Saito started the game at third base. Farwell entered as a defensive substitute. It's looking like a good decision now as the very dangerous hitter Farwell, batting .320 on the year, has 4 doubles and 4 RBI. And with the speed that's on the base paths, another double would likely score all 3. As if you're Cade Queen staying on the mound, Farwell probably one of the last guys you want to see here. That's exactly who is due up. See if Cade Queen can make it out of this jam. Actually, I believe we do get a new pitcher. Wait on the PA guy to announce him. Still working with a limited roster from this Casper Spuds team. So it'll be Martinez coming into the game. Martinez out of Davila, Texas, goes to Nelson College. As the righty comes in to face Ty Farwell. So the pitcher now, Jake Martinez. I believe this will be his first outing for the Spuds. And talk about pressure. Wild pitch would likely score a zap runner here with the speed that's on. Out of the 3, Goldberg probably the slowest of that group, and that's not necessarily even a knock to Goldberg. Just Curiel and Ottersberg, 2 of the faster guys on this team. I mean, we saw Ottersberg take 12 bases a year ago for the Zap. Curiel stole 9 of his own. Zap stole 72 bags last year. 3 out of those top 5 returners came back, and 2 of them are on the base paths right now. So right now, trailing by a run, the Zap have the bases loaded, nobody out. Chance to tie up this series at 1 apiece. Get back in the win column. They took both games versus the Moo in the home openers before dropping yesterday's game 7-5. Pitch from Martinez to Farwell. Down the middle for strike 1. Farwell going to be waiting to see a pitch he really likes here. Does not want to ground into a double play and give them some sort of an out here. Any ball in the outfield would likely score. As that one catches the outside of the plate. Ty Farwell can't believe that one. Thought that one missed well outside, and I think he did too. As now the 0-2 pitch to Farwell. Martinez to deliver. Farwell fouls that one back. Staying alive here. Zapper runners got to be aware of a ball in the dirt. Move out of some force outs. Get that tying run across. Saw Gavin Frazier steal home earlier. Don't think Connor Goldberg will be trying that with 0 outs, but Farwell pops that one foul. Headed right for the press box. Narrowly misses us. Stays alive here in this 0-2 count. And Ty Farwell a chance to maybe be the hero once again for the Zap. Was voted player of the game in that Fremont Moo opener. Swings on, grounds that one to the second baseman. Only play is going to be at first. The Zap tie it up. Everyone else is safe but Farwell. Sure, he would have loved to have gotten a hit and scored more than the one, but does his job, gets the tying run across the plate, and brings Gavin Frazier back up. Gavin Frazier, 2 for 2 with a walk. believe 2 for 2 with 2 walks. That one might be missing from Game Changer as another outside pitch catches in for strike 1. Tie ball game, 5-all, the 0-1. Frazier watches that one low for ball 1. And just like that, the bottom half of the Zap lineup get a good rally going. Turn it over to the one-hole hitter. A good piece of hitting and plate discipline from those guys as Frazier fouls that one off into the netting for strike 2. The 6, 7, and 8 started this inning. Connor Goldberg got things started. And then the Zap have they really attacked Queen. Martinez came in and got the out on Farwell, but the damage was done and they tie it back up. And now a good chance to take the lead here. The 1-2 to Frazier. That one slapped foul into the netting once again for Frazier. Saying whatever you want about Frazier, he will certainly make him work for it at the plate. Is not afraid to kind of choke up on that bat, foul some pitches off until he really sees what he wants or gets that count back in his favor. Been oh so good at working these counts, and that's why we see him at the one hole just about every day now, as that one misses low. 2-2 to Frazier now, count even up. And Frazier just fighting at the mound, trying to be the hero and score those 2 runs from second and third. The delivery from Martinez. Slapped foul once again. Frazier staying alive here. Just every additional pitch brings that chance of maybe a wild one coming from Martinez on the mound. As the Zap not afraid to send him, Coach Habiger right over there in Emiliano Curiel's ear. Count even at 2. The pitch from Martinez. Swung on and missed from Frazier. Unable to foul that one off and stay alive. And now Nick Golden coming up and probably his highest stake at bat of the year. 2 outs, 2 on. A chance to take the lead, sending it into the bottom of the 8th. See what Nick Golden has in store. The 0-0 to Golden. Misses outside for ball 1. Golden ahead in the count. Golden 1 for 3 tonight. Scored a run earlier. As a big gap between the first and second baseman. Golden hits it right at that second baseman. Fields it cleanly. Golden gets there in time. Safe at first is Golden. The first baseman couldn't keep it in his glove. Nick Golden showing you why you run everything out, and we get a little bit of action here at first base. Coaches separating the 2 of them. Billingsley having a lot of words here for Golden. Now the pitcher getting involved. Coaching staff's trying to break things up here. As Golden reached on the error, ran it out. First baseman and him got in each other's face, and coach is trying to break things up. The Zap bench came, a lot of them out onto the field. They're all making their way back off the field as we try to sort things out here. As the Zap take the lead. Nick Golden, great piece of base running there just to run that one out. Barker fielded it cleanly, was a struggle getting into his glove, and then made the play over to Billingsley, and Billingsley just couldn't secure it in. As of 2 outs, wouldn't be surprised if the Zap try that double steal move. As Golden, a few claps at first base for his teammate Vince Palizzi at the plate. 6-5, the Zap lead with 2 out. The pitch from Martinez. Misses low to Polizzi. Quickly ahead in the count. And Nick Golden has been all over this game here tonight. A couple of really impressive grabs. And has just been putting pressure on this team with his legs. As that one misses far away from Polizzi. 2-0 count. Polizzi gets on to bring Mason Lang back up to the plate, and arguably the Zap's 2 best players from last year, Polizzi and Lang, batting back-to-back here now. The 2-0 for Martinez. Misses low again. The 3-0, and they steal home once again. Cole Ottersberg. 2-run lead for the Zap. And the speed on display. Cole Ottersberg steals home, and Vince Polizzi, the 3-0 count here. The second time the Zap have stolen home tonight. As Golden at first, the 3-0 count to Polizzi. Misses outside, takes his base. Golden to second, Polizzi to first. And Mason Lang to the plate. The lefty-righty matchup and a very friendly park for left-handed hitters, as we're going to have a quick meeting at the mound. Bassett coming out to talk to Martinez, the coaching staff coming out as well. They have an arm warming up in the bullpen, another righty. He's too far away for me to be able to get any sort of a read on what jersey number he's wearing, as they send another catcher and pitcher out there. Going to have a couple of guys warming up in the home team bullpen. The damage has been done so far with 2 men out. Zap have scored 3 runs. Almost got out of the inning, as some words still going on there between first base coach and Billingsley, as Lang at the plate versus Martinez. Martinez eyeing down Golden at second. The delivery to Lang. Gets the plate there for strike 1. Mason Lang, like I mentioned, homered yesterday to get the tally started for the Zap. I'm sure he would love to have another here. The 0-1 from Martinez. Lang pops that one up into the night sky. McCarville snags it in. The damage is done, however. The Oahe Zap put 3 across in the 8th to take the lead 7-5 here at Mike Lansing Field in Casper, Wyoming. The sun is fully set. The home team, the Spuds, down to their final 6 outs like they were last night. We'll be right back here for the bottom of the 8th. Back here for the bottom of the eighth here at Mike Lansing Field. Sun has fully set here in Wyoming. Went ahead and turned off the lights in the broadcast booth. Get rid of that glare for you guys, hopefully. As the Zap got to get 6 outs to take game 2 here. TJ Eikenberry in now for the Zap as that one fouled back for strike 1. The Oahe Zap striking 3 across in the top of the 8th. The pitch to Smith. Catches his own for strike 2. And I will say Tom Day has kept that zone very consistent. Whether it goes your team's way or not, he has called the outside of the plate very consistent tonight as that one grounded to Ottersburg at second. The play to Polizzi at first is in time, 1 away. 5 outs remaining for the Spuds. As now Matt Marsick comes to the plate. 45 seconds left in the NBA Finals Game 1. Pacers clawing back into that one, down 109 to 110. As Marsick trying to get some sort of a rally started for the Spuds. Eikenberry in for strike 1. Good pitch there from him. As the 0-1 now from the southpaw. Misses off the plate for ball 1. As TJ Eikenberry out of Ellsworth Community College from Bettendorf, Iowa. 1-1 now. In off speed for strike 2. Eikenberry moving fast here for the Zap. Just trying to get it to the 9th. Get the closer on the mound as that one misses a bit high for ball 1, or ball 2, I should say. It'll be interesting to see who Coach Jamie Habiger goes for the 9th, and the way Eikenberry's pitching, it might be him. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Eikenberry gets the strikeout, 2 down. The Casper Spuds down to 4 outs here in this nighttime in Casper, Wyoming. Lights are fully needed here tonight as Cale McCarville comes to the plate. TJ Eikenberry making fast work here, giving himself a case to maybe take the mound for the 9th as the 0-0. Swung on and belted back to center field. That'll drop in for a single. Curiel throws it back in. That one started and finished quickly as the first hit there allowed by Eikenberry tonight. Eikenberry has made 3 appearances thus far in the season. A 2.33 ERA so far for him. As the 0-0 catches the plate for strike 1 to Billingsley. Lefty-lefty matchup. You can see why Coach Habiger went with the lefty here. There's been a lot of lefties due up for the Spuds. As the 0-1 now from Eikenberry. Trying to get this one to the 9th inning, get those hot Zap backs up back to the plate. That one right down the middle for strike 2. And quickly Eikenberry back out in front. The 0-2 now to Billingsley. Billingsley involved in a bit of a chippy accident with Nick Golden in that last frame. As Eikenberry misses on that last offering, the 1-2 now. See if he can send himself back to the dugout. That one grounded sharply, gets through the gap. Frazier tried to dive after it, wouldn't have had a play anywhere. But a bit of a 2-out rally forming for the Spuds. Now it's Brody Barker to the plate. Brody Barker was behind the plate last night's contest, moved to second tonight. And he has the chance to be the hero now. As that one chopped short to Ottersburg, gonna have to make a quick play at first, in time. Makes the play, Vince Palizzi gets the out at first. And as that happened, we're gonna keep it here for an update on the NBA Finals. Who else but Tyrese Halliburton takes the game, takes the shot, takes the lead. 0.3 seconds left in Oklahoma City. Tyrese Halliburton hitting the tough jump shot. It took every bit of me not to yell during the booth on that one. 0.3 left on the clock for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder to work with, but after trailing for almost the entire ball game, it looks like the Pacers might steal one again. As we head into the top of the ninth here from beautiful Mike Lansing Field. And this Zap team, I'm sure they would love some insurance runs here. 7-5 scoreline is what it ended at last night. This game oddly similar to last night's contest, as in that game the Zap were leading just about the whole way before giving up 5 in the 8th. And then tonight, the Casper Spuds leading just about the entire ball game themselves before giving up 3 to surrender that lead back to the Zap. Leading off this inning for the Zap, it'll be Quinn Ludvigsen. He made a late entrance into this game at the DH spot. As we get the final play from Oklahoma City right here before Ludvigsen steps up to the plate. Just 0.3 seconds left. Will likely have to be a lob play towards the rim. Probably Chet Holmgren involved here. The Pacers just trying to force them to think about it as they elect to call another timeout. Going to have to wait a minute on that. We'll likely get Quinn Ludvigsen's at-bat in time as Martinez stays on the mound for the Spud. Like I mentioned earlier, Quinn Ludvigsen at 6'3" or 190 centimeters, as he recently discovered from our 3 Canadian players. As I'm sure he would love to get things started here, get some insurance runs for the Zap bullpen. And as Eichenberry's been pitching, wouldn't be shocked if he comes back out for the 9th. The 0-0 to Ludvigsen, misses inside for ball 1. Quinn Ludvigsen, good plate discipline out of him this season. Has made some miraculous plays at first base, some good picks in last night's contest. The 1-0 for Martinez. Called strike down the middle. Getting to talk to a couple of the guys before the game, and they were tipping their hats to Ludvigsen. They were saying a lot of those plays last night had some good picks, and can't agree enough at his long frame at first base has made some impressive plays as that one skips towards the backstop. 2-1 to Ludvigsen. See if I can do my best. Kevin Harlan, an attempt to call both of these games. 0.3 seconds left in Oklahoma City. As the Pacers is trying to escape game 1, and they do. The Pacers take game 1 of the finals as Ludvigsen awaits the 2-1. Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers stealing another one on the road as the 2-1 for Martinez comes in. Called strike, count even at 2 apiece. As Ludvigsen's trying to fight here, struck out in his first at-bat. The 2-2 offering now from Martinez. Sets and fires. Swung on and missed from Ludvigsen, goes down swinging, and that'll bring up Connor Goldberg to the plate. Connor Goldberg to the plate. Got things going for the Zap yesterday. He hit that single to the right fielder, Marsick, and Marsick just could not get a handle on it. As Goldberg fouls that one back. As Goldberg trying to get another rally started for the Zap. And when it mattered, they really showed up. As they put 3 across in the 8th to take some of the pressure off them in the 9th. As that one catches the inside corner of the plate. That one looked awfully in on Goldberg, but the ump giving that call to Martinez. 0-2. As Goldberg swings on and fouls that one off. Martinez, doing his best so far with his back against the wall, has looked a lot better in this 9th inning than in the 8th. He came into a very rough situation and did a good job getting out of it, limiting the damage as Goldberg goes down looking. Couple of pitches he likely won't agree with. As Goldberg goes down, 2 outs, Curiel to the plate. As quick meeting here amongst the Spuds. If you're just joining us here tonight, the Oahe Zap lead the Spuds 7-5, powered by a 3-run 8th inning where we saw our second steal of home base tonight. We saw Gavin Frazier steal home earlier, and then we got to see Curiel pull it off as well. And it was a thing of beauty. A couple of nonchalant throws back to the plate from the Spud tonight, and the Zap have made them pay as we get a new pitcher in for the Spud. Cooper Hack coming in, trying to keep this thing where it is. 2 outs facing the right-hander, Emiliano Curiel. As Cooper Hack out of Point University, the hometown kid out of Casper, Wyoming, 6'2", 205 pounds. The senior was 2024 All-Independence League a season ago. He pitched 16 innings for Point University this previous season. And just trying to keep things where they are here. Curiel trying to tack on a couple of insurance runs for the Oahe Zap. Same exact score line right now that it ended at last night. Zap fell in that one. Estevan Baca, not the debut he wanted, but he bounced back strong tonight as he got out of a jam earlier, had 2 Ks in his 1-inning pitch, only gave up 1 hit. TJ Eikenberry pitched the 8th for the Zap. He gave up 2 hits, got a strikeout in that one. Has a strong case to maybe come back out here for the 9th, was working fast, gave up a couple hits with 2 outs, but we will see what Coach Habiger elects to do for the 9th inning as Emiliano Curiel steps to the plate with 2 out. That one catches him on the elbow, will get a free base, and the speedster Curiel gets on once again. Curiel will take his free base. It'll move Cole Ottersberg now to the plate. Correction earlier, it was Ottersberg who stole home. Him and Gavin Frazier, the middle infield duo, both snagging home plate here tonight. As Ottersberg watches that one outside. Maybe a bit of a warning to Curiel. That one seemed like it was a pitch out from Hack. Vasic jumped quickly, trying to make the play. As that one misses high and inside to get the count out to 2-0. The Oahe Zap battling back in this one tonight. be a huge win. Going to have the ace on the mound tomorrow, likely to try to get this series win. I believe it'll be Easton Pratt due back up for the Zap tomorrow if things go as planned. But still not out of this one as Ottersburg watches that one in for strike one. Trying to get a free base here and get two speedsters on for Nick Golden at the plate. Golden ran one out to extend that rally the last time out as Ottersburg fouls that one into the glove for strike two. Going back to Golden, ran out a ball that likely would have been out on if he was just a step behind as Ottersburg punches that one out to right field. Marsick underneath makes the play. Good snag there from Marsick. Zap hold the lead, 7-5 going into the bottom of the ninth. We'll see who comes in to pitch for the Oahe Zap to close things down. We'll be right back here in the bottom of the ninth. Back here in the bottom of the ninth, the new pitcher for the Oahe Zap, 99, Jackson Cornett. The tall flamethrower out of Leon, Iowa, goes to Ellsworth Community College. Back-to-back Ellsworth Community College pitchers on the mound for the Zap. Eikenberry will get the hold and pass it off to Cornett to try to get the save. As in now 29, Parker Burt for the Spuds. 3 outs remaining for the Spud as that one goes in quick for strike one. Cornett going to need to stay out in front. Looked very good in his appearance versus the Moo in that game too. So he gets strike one. Steps off there. Takes a quick meeting with Lang. Maybe we'll find out what they were talking about. Maybe sometime in the future. Schedule in the future for the Oahe Zap. Got one more game tomorrow versus Casper. The Zap hold on will be a chance to take the series, and then what we have dubbed the Spearfish Week from the 9th to the 15th. 7 consecutive games versus the Spearfish Sasquatch, 4 at home, then 3 on the road. I'll be back in our home broadcast booth at Heinz Stadium with my partner Justin Coward as pitch number 2 is fouled off for strike 2. Cornett quickly ahead of the batter here. But as I mentioned, we'll be back on 92.7 The River with my partner Justin Cowart. Be nice to have my partner in crime back. It's fun to get out on the road, but always like to have a partner to call these games with. As Cornett swing on and missed. A strikeout to start for Cornett. Sends Burt back to the dugout swinging. And a nice strikeout to start his day from Jackson Cornett. The lineup turns around, going to be facing the 1 and 2 guaranteed here. A dangerous part of this Casper team hasn't really been hitting the ball too well tonight. Rucker 1 for 4, 2 Ks, as Cornett fires that one in there for strike number 1. Rucker 1 for 4 on the night. Reeves 0 for 4 on the, or 1 for 4 on the night for Reeves, I should say. As Cornett, the 0-1, and fouled off for strike 2. Cornett likely to have the highest velos on this Zap team, standing in that 6'2", 215-pound frame. He hits a lot behind these pitches, and he will just fire it on past you. The 0-2 from Cornett, fouled off once again. Rucker doing a good job just to stay alive here, trying to avoid his third strikeout of the night and put this game down to its final out. The defense leaving a big gap in between second and short. Probably parked the team bus in between there. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Back-to-back Ks for Jackson Cornett. And the Zap are 1 out away from taking game 2 here in Casper. And who else to the plate but Elijah Reeves, the 3-time Spud player, has been oh so good for them over the years. He's one of the fastest guys in the league. As just quite a ball player as Cornett gets set for the 0-0. Fouled off for strike 1, and for the third straight batter, Cornett is out in front with strike number 1. Cornett has been dealing so far 2 strikes away from getting out of Casper with at least 1 win, as Elijah Reeves will take a quick time, step out of the batter's box there. Cornett now set and ready for the 0-1. That one misses just a bit inside for ball 1. I think that's the first ball he's thrown in this outing, as he has just been moving so far. As Elijah Reeves ready for the 1-1. Misses just high for strike 2, but it's going to be ball 2 instead. Was just a bit out of the zone, just barely missed a bit high there on Reeves. Sure, Cornett would have loved to have had that one and keep the speedster off the base paths, but the 2-1 now. That one popped up. The second baseman, Cole Ottersberg, is underneath it, and the Zap win here in Casper. 7-5, the 3-run 8th propels them to the win, and the Casper Spuds drop game 2 to the Oahe Zap. We'll have the series decider same time tomorrow night. It was a come-from-behind win for the Zap. They were out hitting this ball game, but managed to take the win. Standouts tonight, Gavin Frazier, 2 for 3, 2 runs, including a stolen home base. And we got to give Cole Ottersberg credit for stealing home as well. And an all-around great team performance for the Oahe Zap. Moves them to 1-1 in the series. The Zap will be back in action. Will be live here on the YouTube page. Same time tomorrow, 6:30 Mountain Time. That's a Zap winner. Signing off here from Casper, I'm Dylan Beach. Thank you for joining us here in the broadcast booth, and we will see you tomorrow.